Today is our second official day back from Bali, and I went to the gym this morning. Been up since 3. Went to the gym this morning, did my workout, got my cardio in, did all my things, was listening to an audiobook, and I had a realization. And this is me just spitfiring. There's no teleprompter. This is me working through my thoughts in a way that I want to share it with you guys, and hopefully you find value in this. And if not, this is just me working through my own shit and uploading it to the internet. My adopted family are evangelical Christians. They're very like diehard rapture, Jesus is coming back, like diehard Christians. And my adopted mother has told me over and over and over again that I need to be willing to ask God for things, whether it be abundance or joy or wisdom or whatever it is that I am struggling with. I should go to God and ask God. And I have told her over and over and over again that I refuse to beg, period. If the infinite creator, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, has a plan for me, and I'm living in accordance to Jesus's teaching, those things should come to me. That was my belief system. I believe that if God had a plan for me, those things are going to play out in his favor because that's his plan no matter what. And, we got into conversations about fate, destiny, and all of these things. And today while I was in the gym, I was thinking about free will. I was thinking about the ego, and I was thinking about asking for help. We bought a shed, and my buddy Nikita is going to build the shed out so that people can come and stay on the property and stay in that shed. It'll have a bed in it, air conditioning. You could essentially live in there. No bathroom attached or kitchen attached. Obviously, you have to come to the house for that, but people can stay long-term in that shed. It'll have drywall, insulation, trim, a ladder to get to the loft where the bed will be. There's a whole lot of things that I am not knowledgeable enough to do well, right? I could do it. I could absolutely get it done. And I'm sure if I did 5 or 6 of them, they would get better with each one. But I don't want to have something that's half-assed on our property. I want it to be right. So I asked for help. I reached out to Nikita. I was like, hey, bro, what would you charge me to come build this thing out? You can do it while we're gone. That way it gets done. We don't have to be on the property. We're not in each other's way. It'll be a great thing. That's me recognizing that even though I have a plan, I want my shed to be able to hold people on our property. I want our shed. I'm really trying to work on the whole mine and I thing. But when I'm speaking to you guys and she's not here, that's natural to say mine, right? It's ours. That's me trying to get that done and not being ashamed to ask for help because I have the end goal. I know what I want to have happen. I just want it done in a specific manner, right? We're out 4-wheeling and we get stuck. I can put the truck in reverse and try to back out and put it back in drive and put it back in reverse. And I can jerk the wheel back and forth and try to, get the tires to gain traction and pull out and get me out of the hole. And if I do that for a while and nothing works, I would then need to find another plan of attack, whether that means getting out of the truck and sticking things underneath the tires or whatever the case may be, or waiting for somebody else to come along with a winch and a tow strap to help me get out. In that moment, would I be able to dig myself out with a shovel? Maybe. Is there something that I could have done in that moment that could have gotten me from point A to point B? Maybe. Having somebody come along, me swallowing my pride and be like, hey, I'm fucking stuck right now and I need help. And them going, I got you, because they have an advantage of the situation or maybe more experience or whatever, and they're able to pull me out. I'm no longer stuck. This led into my thoughts on free will, right? If we believe that in the law of one, free will is an illusion, that we are third density beings with the illusion of free will so that we are able to make choices to polarize one direction or the other, positive or negative. And we have to live this experience until we are able to choose a polarity and then start working towards that thing. That's free will. We have the choice. We can do negative. We can do positive. We can love. We can hate. We can be stagnant. We can choose inaction if that's what we want to do. That is free will. With that free will, you are less likely to be offered that leg up from the divine creator, because in doing so, the divine infinite creator is removing your free will. If God has a plan for us and God says you're going to do these things and you just follow that path and do those things, was that free will, or was that God's plan falling out and your benefit and you just reaping the rewards from it? That's not free will. That is you following a predetermined path. There's, fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it. God's intervention to get you there removes your free will. So while I'm on the treadmill this morning, I'm realizing that a couple things happened while we were in Bali. First of all, while we were at the water temple, I prayed for 3 things. Everything was in threes. We had 3 head splashes, 3 face splashes, 3 head dunks, and then 3 drinks of water. And it happened 3 times, which works out in multiples of 12, which is a godly number. And every time I did one of those things, water on the head, I said, bless the podcast, bless my marriage, bless my church. On my face, I want you to bless my podcast. I want you to bless the church. I want you to bless my marriage. Head dunks. I want you to bless our marriage. I want you to bless our church. I want you to bless our podcast. And the same thing with the drinks, right? And I actually got to the point where I was saying these out loud every single time, and I didn't feel like I was begging. I felt like I was asking for the divine creator to step in and add abundance to our life in a way that I am not capable of doing so. I can't control algorithms. I can't control the people that find the podcast when they need it the most. I can't control, my wife's energy. I can't control a whole lot of things in the world around me. I can only control me and the things that I'm capable of. And I can only tread water or spin my tires for so long before nothing is happening. And there's nothing wrong with going, I need help. This is a moment in my life today where I am realizing that this is not about begging God. This is not about trying to win the lottery or get rich or do something that I didn't earn. This is me exhausting my resources, realizing that there is free will. And if I want a positive polarity distortion, I need to be willing to ask the infinite creator to help guide me to that way, because then it's showing the infinite creator that I want to move towards positive polarity. So me vocalizing, I want a healthier marriage, a blessed marriage, a stronger podcast for people to listen to, in a stronger church, that I'm trying to minister to people and I'm trying to evolve and grow. I want this to evolve. This is making the universe know my intentions. This is me speaking things into existence. It's manifesting, and it's letting the infinite creator know that my free will has made a decision to move towards a positive polarity that is going to be acts of service to help other people. There's a lot goes into that. So I'm done. I don't have a whole lot more I want to get into. I just wanted to lay this out so maybe you guys can have some introspection, maybe think about it. Maybe you'll have some extra thoughts. Maybe it'll change your thought pattern. Maybe you'll wake up today, give your gratitude, and ask for something that's going to give you joy in life, whether it's abundance or love or peace or whatever it is that you are currently lacking, that you're not moving towards. Or maybe you'll realize that you're tired of doing this on your own. Maybe you'll realize that you're tired of treading water. Guys, we are buoyant. Some of us can float all day long. Some of us don't. And no matter which way that lands, eventually your muscles will get lactic acid built up into them. Your oxygen will be absorbed and you will fucking drown. You cannot tread water forever. You cannot float forever. Eventually you are going to have issues. Asking for help. Raising your hand and saying, I can't do this on my own. Saying, I want my life to move in another direction. Being able to vocalize the things that you desire is not a weakness. It's not begging. It's not you showing, a lack of resources. It's showing that you have a direction that you're trying to go, and sometimes you just need a nudge to get there, right? This podcast, the To Be Better podcast, is a thing for people. This is one of those things that people come and find the podcast when they need it, and hopefully they hear things that they can implement into their life, and it provides them with a new outlook, a new perspective, and it removes their victim mentality, and they realize that they are capable human beings. Maybe the podcast is able to let them know that the relationships that they have with others is fucked up because the relationship that they have with themselves is fucked up. And until they learn to love themselves, they're never going to really be able to receive and give love at the same time from other people, because the internal's fucked up, as within, so without. And I really want all of this to continue to grow and evolve. And I got a little humbled this morning. And because the new perspective on all of this came out, and I didn't realize when I was doing it, I want to say I was almost in like a trance-like state at that water purification temple with my meditating and my praying, because it was the same three things over and over and over again. And though I may have worded them differently, it was for my marriage, the podcast, and the church. That was the things that are currently most important to me. In that order: my marriage, the podcast, and the church, because the podcast will trickle down into the church, and like we will continue to build a congregation in that aspect. And my marriage being the most important, because without my marriage, none of this is even worth doing to me. Like Peaches and I had a whole lot of conversations about how we both could have individual podcasts where we weren't working together and we would have success. It wouldn't be on the same scale as the To Be Better podcast, but they would still have success. The reason that we are successful the way that we are with what we do is because of the way that we love each other, and because we are a team, and because we are a united front, and we work together to do these things. That's not just the podcast. That's the way that we raise our children. It's the way that we choose each other every morning. It's the way that we eat. It's the way that we watch TV together. It's the way that we go for walks. It's the way that we tend to the garden. It's the way that we do ceremonies. It's every facet of my life is directly tied to the fulfillment and joy of my wife. And when things are no longer working for one of us, we course correct so that both of us are happy and fulfilled in moving forward. And I don't remember why I brought that up. So I am actually going to wrap up, guys. I wasn't intending this to be a super long thing. I just wanted to give you guys some thoughts, and hopefully I did that. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Love and light, and we'll see you when we go live.